Right, good evening everyone. Oh boy. Apologies for the lateness. There's been reasons that I was late today. Kane, how are you? Okay. The reasons that I was late is pretty interesting. So today's talk is going to be on Halloween, and I've had to come out of my hotel room, believe it or not, to try and find an internet connection, because there was no internet connection again in the room. So interestingly enough, on a night like tonight, it wasn't going to happen, but I refuse to lose tonight, so I drove out of the hotel to somewhere where I've got internet connection, at a service station, because such is the importance of the word today. So I'm going to be with you not too long. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the Blue Noses. Great win, draw, but great performance today. Played very well against Villa, and obviously congratulations to Derby as well. Two teams against one of my old teams, Sheffield Wednesday. Notts County got a draw, so as you know, I always reach out to my old teams, but I'm not here to talk about that now. I'm here to talk about Halloween. What is Halloween? Why does the nation, why does the world celebrate Halloween? How comes other Christian festivals are diminishing, but Halloween is going very, very strong? Should a Christian celebrate Halloween? There's so many things around Halloween that is not quite sure. People celebrate it without no real understanding of what it is. Okay, Bick, what's going on? Andy says up the Blues. So, what is Halloween? It's important that you know exactly what Halloween is. If you're going to a birthday party, you need to know whose birthday you're going to. You don't just rock up there, and you need to know whose birthday it is, because certain places you might be not welcome, you might be an uninvited guest. So as always, I always do my research, so this is factual information, and of course, as always, anybody that knows me will know that there's biblical elements from there and readings from the Bible. As people know, I am a proud Christian, and it was important that I shared this, hence why I felt the need to drive to a service station to acquire internet so that you could hear this. Okay, so Halloween, this is fact, this is not me making this up. Halloween, the night of the 31st of October, the eve of All Saints' Day, often celebrated by children dressing up in frightening masks and costumes. Halloween is thought to be associated with the Celtic festival Samhain, when ghosts and spirits were believed to be abroad. So I started to scratch myself, and I said, tuning in from Gran Canaria, I like it, Becky, that's not bad. So when I heard this, I thought to myself, Halloween, I'm not too sure about that. And then the Celtic festival of Samhain, Samhain. Tony says All Hallows Eve is when the veil between our world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. Very well put. We dress up as monsters so as not to attract the evil spirits. Not too sure about that one, Tony. Becky, how are you? How's your son as well? Hopefully you're okay. I digged in, Tony, to the Celtic festival of Samhain. Unbeknown to me, never knew anything about it. but decided to read on it this week. Okay, so as I said to you, I thought, let me check out this Celtic festival of Samhain and see what it says. It said it's considered a liminal time when the veil between life and death grows thin. Food is set aside for ancestors and protective spirits, and rituals honouring the dead to take place. This festival celebrates the dead, and in some places they will honour the dead, and the ways in which they honour the dead ain't particularly good. This is a festival that is not my opinion, not made up. This is factual. It is also believed that fairies, witches and demons roamed the earth on Samhain. Food and drink which were customarily set out to placate them. Later on, people began dressing up as these creatures and claiming the goodies that people left for themselves. Sometimes these people would perform tricks and antics, trick or treat, in exchange for food and drink. So let me just say that again. It is also believed, welcome Valerie, it is also believed that fairies, witches and demons roamed the earth on Samhain. Food and drink were customarily set out to placate them. Later on, people began dressing up as these creatures and claiming the goodies that people left for themselves. Sometimes these people would perform tricks and antics, trick or treat, in exchange for food and drink. Mike, how are you, Mike? Some of Halloween's most common traditions are rooted in Samhain. That's what underpins the whole of Halloween. Samhain, Samhain. So for those that think I might be blabbing or anything, just do your research. That's what underpins it. And such as the carving of pumpkins and bobbing of apples. These are what some of the people what dressed up back in the day were going to eat, to go and sacrifice, was bobbing apples and pumpkins. It also celebrates witches, as some consider it to be their new year. Sarah, are you okay? John says Bruce Legend. So when you break down what Halloween is, it's a festival about honouring the dead. Let me say it again. The night of the 31st of October, the eve of All Saints' Day, often celebrated by children dressing up in frightening masks and costumes. Halloween is to be associated with the Celtic festival of Samhain, when ghosts and spirits were believed to be abroad. Bick says, do you think it's just heavily commercialised in the US, something that we have adopted here and now for excuse? Absolutely. That's exactly what it is, Bick. And this is what I was going to come on to later. Some of us don't know. I never knew. Kids don't know. We just go along with it because obviously there's such a financial gain that nobody's going to squash it, and nobody wants the real reason to actually come out. But actually what it is, and if you listen to this carefully, it's considered a liminal time when the veil between life and death grows thin. Food is set aside for ancestors and protective spirits. Spirits? Food is set aside for ancestors, that's people what's gone, and protective spirits, and rituals honouring the dead. Halloween has been blown up massively by Americans and brought over, and teenagers see it as a chance to mask up and not get caught, in my opinion. Spot on. It's a serious thing. This is me blabbing off. This is fact. That Halloween celebrates the ritual of life and death becoming so close, and a spiritual realm, and I believe in the spiritual realm, and this confirms it. But this kind of spiritual realm is not good. It's considered a liminal time when the veil between life and death grows thin. Food is set aside for ancestors and the protective spirits, and rituals honouring the dead. I'm not even going to go into some of the rituals that I read up on, but I'm telling you now, some of those rituals ain't good. Not me saying it, not me blabbing off. It is there if you go and dig deeper to find out what does Halloween really mean. Am I trying to bust anyone's bubble? No. Am I trying to stop anybody from doing anything they want? Not really. You just need to be aware. This is whose party it is. That's all I'm letting you know. Up to you if you still want to go. So the festival celebrates the dead, and in some place they honor the dead by doing certain sacrifices and things. It is also believed that fairies, witches and demons roam the earth on Samhain. Food and drink were customarily set out to placate them. Later on, people began dressing up as these creatures and claiming the goodies that people left for themselves. Sometimes these people would perform tricks and antics, trick or treat, in exchange for food and drink. Haley, what's going on? Nah, I don't eat the villager. So some of the Halloween's most common traditions are rooted in Samhain. It celebrates witches, as this is the time of what they consider to be their new year. This is all is reaffirming for me what is the spiritual realm that exists in and around us. Do I believe it? Of course I believe it. As do certain people who actually go out and do certain rituals. But the point I'm trying to make to you here is that there's a spiritualness in and around us that some of us don't understand and don't see. That's why we'll go to an Halloween party without no real understanding. It's like rocking up a party when you don't really understand whose party it is. But you're going to go there and have a good dance and have a good time. But you don't really understand whose party this is. Well, I'm letting you know whose party this is. And that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say to nobody, stop, don't do this, or guess what, this is what it's about. I'm just bringing you a little bit of awareness about what is going on. Not by what I say, by what I've read. Yeah, Harrison, you're spot on. Do I believe there is certain people worshiping other things? Yes. And this is how you know this is deep, right? So all of a sudden, my computer that I've put all the information in onto is just conked out. I'm going to show you here. It's just gone flat. Just literally just gone flat like that. So so hear the cry now. So internet's not working in my room. I then drive out somewhere to go and get internet. I get the internet, all the information that I've loaded into my computer then crashes. Ah dear. But it ain't gonna stop the message from getting out, and the message is simply this, that you need to understand that Halloween is not just a made-up event where people dress up to go out and scare people. It's deeper than that. And it's quite interesting that the religious festivals seem to be diminishing, but there seems to be more and more put into stuff like Halloween. The days when you used to go to an activity play at Christmas, see Christmas carols, even Christmas TV, it's gone. Who's the bloke behind me? I'm not quite sure. It's gone, it's diminishing. It really, really is. But there's lots of things within the Bible that speak about what's happening in the spiritual, what's happening in the spirit. There's lots of things where it talks about not to mess around with witchcraft and sorcery. And this is what this definitely is. It's a dangerous time of year, but you need to know where you're going, what you're dressing up, what's going off. Because I honestly believe not everything that you see who's got a mask on is actually something with a mask on. it's a time when anything can be walking the earth and it seems there's somebody dressing up and it's funny. Well, I don't play those games and I don't find it very funny. That's not me. That's not me. I'm just letting you know what time it is, what I've read, and it's not. Yeah, you're spot on, Greg. When you open your eyes and look around you, some people need to be a little bit more spiritually aware. Look around you tomorrow night. Look what's going off. Go and look at watch some of the games that are coming out for kids. Go and look at the games, how demonic and how graphic they actually are. Go and look at some of the pop artists, the way that they look demonic and the way they dress. Go and look at some of the films that are coming out now, which youngsters of a young age are watching. You need to know what time it is out here. I'm telling you right now, it's not pretty. I'm not saying this to scare, no. I'm just letting you know that you ain't pulling the wool over my eyes. Sorry, am I getting interrupted again? So like I said, I'm not going to be out here too long because I'm actually, people must think I'm in a service station. That's why I've had to drive to make sure that this gets out there, because this is how important I felt it was, bearing in mind that Halloween is tomorrow. Now if anybody's out there and you know where I am, please don't knock my door tomorrow. Please. I'm not interested in, not on it. I know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be driving back from football actually, but I've been making sure that, you know, I'm not involved in all of this nonsense foolishness. It really, really is a bag of foolishness. It's hyped up, and it's hyped up because it brings in a lot of money. But it brings in a lot of money on the back of something that ain't good. Samhain, go and research it. Samhain. Go and research it. Go and have a look for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Go and dig deeper. Keep going until you find out more and more and more. Research is the best thing. I love it. I'm doing it on a regular basis, and the more I research, the more you find. The more you find, the more knowledgeable you become. The more knowledgeable you become, the more that no Tom, Dick and Harry can pull the wool over your eyes, because you know what you know. So for me, you know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. I love God, and I am prepared to make sure. You okay? I am chatting away indeed. It's fantastic. Oh my. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I'm on now. God bless you. See you later. Amazing. I smile and just speak with people. Yeah. As I sit in heaven and watch you every day, I try to live in. Oh, Diane, that's beautiful. That's really good. As I sit in heaven and watch you every day, I try to let you know with signs I never went away. I hear when you're laughing and watch you as you sleep. I even put smiles away. Amen. And that's what all it's about, folks. It's just about just enlightening you. Don't be fooled. Don't Tony, don't be fooled. Just sometimes don't sail through life. Don't just, you know, walk around and bob from car to the work, to the home, and you just see the day pass by you. Be spiritually aware. I ask you each to be spiritually aware this week. Go and notice things. that you probably would not notice. Go and be aware of things. Go and have a deeper think about things. When you see something come on the TV and you think, what's the background to that? Where are we going with this? It is enlightening to find out so much information about it. But I encourage you all to do your own research on Samhain, which underpins everything around Halloween. It's not just what it's built up to be. But I'm not here to let anybody tell anybody you shouldn't go here and you shouldn't do this. That's not how I roll. All I'm doing is giving you an awareness, hopefully something for you to think about and to go and check up on, and just be aware of what it's about. And if you choose to do what you're doing, God bless you, and nothing changes. And if you're spiritually aware and you're not going to do it, God bless you, and well done. But yes, I am out of here now, because as you know, I'll show you around. I'm in a service station. I had a little bit of an audience there. They've now gone. A lovely lady just came and spoke to me, and now it's about time I get back in the car and drive back to the room. I lost my son Gareth at 36, but I know he's in a beautiful place. Love your chats. Dan, I can guarantee he's in a beautiful place, and that's why spiritually you're aware, because you know that some days you might feel your son, some days you might feel the presence of someone, and that's your warmest, and nobody can tell you anything different. I've got 2 young friends who've lost a child and lost a baby, and at times when you lose a child and you lose someone so young, the question is inevitable, is why? But take warmth, take some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Take warmth, take some kind of commiserations in the fact that you still are close to your nearest and dearest. Even though you may not see them, you still are close, you still feel them. And one day you will be reunited with them. And this is why the spiritual realm is so real. Go and ask anybody who's lost a loved one what they think. And they will tell you at times they feel not alone, at times they feel the warmth of somebody that they've lost. So when we talk about the spiritual realm, when we talk about Halloween, you better believe it's real. But you need to know why. You need to know what time it is. You need to know what makes it real. Yes, Tony, you've got it right, Amelia. There's no description, there's no understanding. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I understand why. But there has to be some kind of understanding, some kind of commiseration, some kind of comfort, some kind of warmth from the fact that they know, even though they've lost such a little one, that the little one is not lost. Mark, I still need to come and see you, pal. So hopefully that has helped one or two understand a little bit better about the next 24, 48 hours. I encourage you, each and every one of you, to just open your eyes a little bit more tomorrow, and just to see what's really going on, what really underpins Halloween. Like I said to you, I'm not hating on anybody doing anything. You're going out, be safe, but you need to know what underpins Halloween. And if you choose to go, God bless you and love you. And if you don't, God bless you even more. I'm off now. I've got a drive, only a 10-minute drive to my hotel room, but just felt driven. And like I said to you, the iPad's packed in, the internet packed in, but it ain't stopping the word from getting out. And as you know, as I always say, God bless you, have a safe week, and hopefully we will be back in next week where the internet will work, my computer won't pack in, and there'll be no funny business, but it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop what God's had ordained for me to say tonight. Take care and God bless you. Bye.